Well, retirement doesn't look the way it used to, and with millions of Americans approaching retirement age and many realizing they may need or want to keep working, more people are rethinking the next chapter and how and what it could look like. So joining me here today is Greg Davis, and this Wednesday, Greg is hosting a free online presentation designed to help future retirees explore the path from retiree to entrepreneur. Greg, thank you so much for joining us here.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right, so we want to talk about retirement. Some folks at home are retired right now.
Yes.
So what are some of the steps that you should be thinking about? Because it's called Trust the Crazy, right?
Yeah, so I'll give you a little bit of background and I can walk you through that journey. The reason why I call it Trust the Crazy, first of all, is just because entrepreneurship can feel a little crazy sometimes. There's a lot of uncertainty that comes with entrepreneurship. One minute you feel like you're up, next minute you feel like you're down. And it can be kind of lonely, and how do you know how to make the right decisions? And so all that craziness can make you start to doubt yourself. It starts to give you this feeling like, maybe I should just stop. I was crazy that I ever even tried doing this. The idea for me is that I believe that if you just trust the crazy, if you kind of lean into that uncertainty, you'll find the path that sort of forges the next bigger world of what you're going to do. So when it comes to the retiree community, it wasn't started as a series really just for retirees, but I've had a lot of people that are looking at retirement asking about how do I look at that as my encore career? And that's where it came about, the idea of helping entrepreneurs that are possibly retired already or that are looking at retirement and finding a path for how they can do that.
Well, when you talk about the path, this is what you're talking about online, and that's
Yes.
why this class will be so important for a lot of folks. What are some of the mistakes people typically make when they're going into retirement?
I think that one of the things is that they don't look ahead soon enough. You know, it's and with entrepreneurship as well as anything else that you're going to do, I think there's always that belief that I'll deal with it when I get there,
Right.
and people kind of procrastinate on that. My belief is that the sooner you can get started, the better off you are. So if you're still employed, then great, you have a runway that you have more time to where you can actually build something up. If it's something that you're already retired and you're looking at, I need to make money now, that just means there's a different strategy. It doesn't mean that you're dead in the water. It just means that you might have a different way that you have to go about it to be faster, to get to market with something that you're doing.
So your business is important. If people are at home wondering how they can find you or get involved, or even, making the steps, how do they go about doing it? And what is the benefit of taking this class? Because everyone's so busy, there's so much to do. It's a Wednesday, I have the kids.
Absolutely.
Why is it so important to take?
The reason why I feel like it's important is because I feel like mindset is one of the most critical parts when it comes to anything that you're doing in life. It's about protecting your mindset and making sure that you're not getting yourself caught up in all of the uncertainty. So what this really is it's not going to solve all your problems in one meeting, but it's a like-minded community of people that are going to get together and actually talk about the things that they're trying to overcome, some of their own personal, I'd say, doubt that they have, and helping them find ways to overcome those things. It's not just a technology problem or it's not a marketing problem. It just might be that they need a different mindset in the way that they're going to approach doing their business.
Yeah, for the folks at home, what you were just looking at is Greg's website, some of the things that you see. I saw a pyramid. What's that pyramid representing?
Yeah, so that's the framework. That's really what I base everything on. So typically I work with a lot of larger, more mid-market, enterprise-sized companies. I do a lot of strategy for them in their business and marketing. This same framework I use for the entrepreneur community, and it's the idea that there are different levels that you get to when it comes to the way that you position yourself, the way you market yourself, and the way that you can see return on investment. Sometimes people quit too soon because they don't recognize the expectations, or they have the wrong expectations as to what they're going to get. This pyramid sort of helps guide them so that they understand the right direction of where they're going.
Yeah, we love this, and we love taking advantage of what we have in front of us now. So if anyone's looking for you or want to plan on going to this class on Wednesday, how can they go about finding you?
They can just go to trustthecrazy.com/encore. And that is for the webinar that's going to be on Wednesday. And then they can always go to azolacreative.com if they want to find out more.
All right. Well, Greg Davis, thank you so much for joining us here on Good Morning Jacksonville. Of course, all this information will be posted on firstcoastnews.com. Folks at home, think about your future now rather than later.